The enhanced weapon Devil Hunter shows high damage indicators in the end content, and we think it fits what we expect from the Devil Hunter class. Good. However, among the shotgun skills, the damage of the last separate skill was insufficient compared to... This is true as well. I mean, your 3 other shotties do way more damage than Last Request. That is the shittiest skill out of all of them. So that's good. They buffed the hell out of Last Request, which is nice. Upgraded the imbalance between the two. Okay, so they literally just buffed enhanced weapon. Cool. Please don't touch it again. Holy shit. I'm just afraid of nerfs in the future if people start complaining. Headgunner Devil Hunter is a job imprint that has been in the lower ranks for a long time, and the imprint has and some skills have been raised and usability improved. So that's nice. They increased damage of meteor stream, and they made it so that if you like use it initially when your character shoots up the bullets and you cancel it with space, the bullets still land, which is nice. So you still are able to do damage. Deathfire increased 20% in PvE. Yeah, changed infinite extermination of tripod. Number of consecutive attacks by 3 times increased the critical damage. So they increase. Holy fuck! Okay, so they instead of doing critical damage, they just did flat damage increase. Enhanced weapon wasn't touched much. I'm happy. Enhanced weapon wasn't affected much. Let me just look at any changes for enhanced weapon, and they fucking buffed it, dude. Listen, I'm not a fan of buffs because too many buffs means nerfs start coming in. But I mean, for now, I'm happy about it. I don't think the buff to enhanced weapon was crazy enough to warrant like complaining that it does too much damage, but enhanced weapon buff I legitimately did not expect. I feel like it's a little unwarranted. Like I never felt like enhanced weapon needed the buff. But we got one. While it lasts, I'll be happy with it. The upside of Deadeye getting buffed is that like not a lot of people play it, so the room for complaints is smaller. Because it's not gonna be one of those cases where like Sork gets buffed and then all of a sudden everyone sees Sork's MVP all the fucking time, non-stop. Because a lot of people play Sork, but no one fucking plays Deadeye, so people aren't gonna suddenly start noticing all the Deadeye's MVP because there's not a lot of Deadeyes. I feel pretty neutral about both changes for Deadeye. Enhanced weapon didn't need a buff, I think. I'll take it. But did it need one? Pistoleer needed a rework, not a flat damage buff. I mean, they needed a flat damage buff, but they more so needed a rework, I think, to make it more interesting. But it is what it is. Beggars can be choosers. Pistoleer is really fucking smoked right now, so if the choice is between getting nothing or getting a flat damage buff, I'll take the damage buff then. I feel like if you're gonna take something away, you should give something in return. Pistoleer is just like, you take away 2 stances, like the class, like the whole like idea of Deadeye, like this is why like I kind of clowned on Pistoleer at first. The whole idea of Deadeye, like the reason why it's cool is because you get to like stand swap all the time. Constantly. You're like super versatile, so if you're gonna take that away, you gotta give something cool back. That's why like I don't like Pistoleers, because it's just not cool. It's not fun. Like enhanced weapon, you get to fucking stance all the time. Fucking moving around and shit. Doing big damn. And then you play Pistoleer and it's like, not only do you do little damage, which I guess now is fixed. I mean, I don't know if it's fixed, but the situation is a little better. But like, there's nothing in return. It's just legitimately Pistoleer. It's just not enhanced weapon. There's nothing unique about it. Every 4-shot enhanced? Yeah, like that would be cool. Every 4th skill that you use is like hella damage, so you have to like sync it up. Ah, something. It doesn't have to be big. Something small. I'm just throwing like ideas off the top of my head, but yeah, I feel like it would be cooler. But again, the issue becomes that investment versus payout, because like if there's a class that is suffering from very little damage in the game, the devs have to address it no matter how unpopular it is, because that's just like unhealthy, right? But also Deadeye is not very popular, so it would take them way more resources to like rework Deadeye, like more time, more like dedication, more resources, more work. And it's a pretty unpopular class, so I mean, not a justification, but like I see like the why. Like they just won't bother doing it because it's not a super popular class. I mean, the whole idea of the engraving is that like, oh, it's just not the other thing, you know? That I think is a the bigger problem with Pistoleer. Like, the reason why I like meme on Pistoleer isn't because it doesn't do damage. Like I don't meme on Scouters. I don't fucking mean whatever. Like I don't care about the damage output. Just fast engraving itself is just so meh. It's like such a lazy fucking thing. But I mean, I guess like there are some people out there who like it. And maybe considering that Enhanced Up and Deadeye is a little harder to get into, it's a little bit more complex when people like it because it's simple. I'm just one person, so I have one person's perspective. I could be entirely wrong about this, and my opinion could be very unpopular. And like, I don't want everything to be the same. That's the other conversation that I oftentimes have on my stream, is that classes need to have varying levels of difficulty because some people like a bigger challenge than others. Like, some people just want to have the bare minimum and see the big numbers, and that's fine. And other people want to fucking struggle and sweat their ass off for those numbers, and that's cool too. Like, classes need to fill different niches, so I think the potential for the damage ceiling for every class should be respectable. You know what I mean? Like, every class should have the potential to do very respectable damage. But the effort that it takes should vary based on different classes, like from class to classes, because like, you know, people like to play different things in different styles and stuff like that, so I'm cool with like different levels of complexity as long as every class has the capacity to achieve godhood.